What if one quiet night, as the city slept and the wind whispered secrets through the trees, you opened your bedroom door and found something different? Your hallway was still there. Same creaky floorboard, same faded family photos, but the smell of lavender had replaced the usual dust, and the picture frame showed moments you didn't remember living. That scar on your brother's eyebrow? Gone. The graduation photo on the mantel? You're holding a different diploma from a university you've never set foot in. You blink, step back, close the door, heart racing. Open it again, and everything is back to normal. You chalk it up to exhaustion, stress, a dream maybe. But the next morning, it happens again. This time it's the kitchen. The layout is reversed, the fridge hums a different tune. And your dog who died last year is alive and wagging its tail like it never left. Welcome to the house that rewrites reality every night. Because now, each door in your home isn't just a passage to a room. It's a portal to a subtly different version of your life. At first, it's thrilling. Every evening becomes a cosmic roulette. Behind the bathroom door. You're a concert pianist with elegant fingers and posters from a European tour. The study reveals a life where you never left your hometown, but you wrote a best-selling novel inspired by its stillness. The possibilities seem endless, an infinite library of the lives you almost lived. Some are so close to your own. They feel like echoes. Others feel like someone else's dreams stitched into your skin. And it's not just you. The people in these other lives know you. Your friends, your family, they recognize you, but treat you differently. Your sister hugs you a little longer. Your boss calls you doctor. Your ex never left. And just as quickly, the next night reshuffles the deck. The lives keep changing. At first, you try to map it, to predict the pattern. Maybe the east-facing doors lead to better versions. Maybe bedrooms spiral backwards in time. But the logic slips through your fingers like smoke. Even the doorknobs start feeling strange, some warm like they remember you, some cold like strangers. And soon, the novelty gives way to uncertainty. What is the real version of your life? Does one even exist anymore? You begin to notice subtle shifts carrying over muscle memory for a skill you never learned, a coffee habit from a life where you preferred tea, a phantom nostalgia for a partner you've never met in this timeline. You wonder, are the lives leaking into you? Or are you leaking into them? If your consciousness can drift so easily between realities, is the you standing here right now just a temporary editor-in-chief of a constantly rewritten autobiography? Scientists, if you could even tell them without sounding mad, might call it quantum decoherence. Your house caught in some bizarre localized multiversal flux. Maybe the structure sits at a perfect intersection of branching probabilities, like a knot where timelines tangle. But why your house? Why you? Is it a cosmic glitch, or are you some kind of linchpin? And as the days blur and memories pile up like unread letters, you start to realize this isn't just an experiment in identity. It's a pressure test for your soul. Because some doors begin to show darker lives. Lives where choices fractured in cruel directions. A version where you never reconciled with your father. One where a car crash changed everything. One where you hurt someone you loved and can't take it back. You begin avoiding certain doors. Afraid of what guilt or grief might lie on the other side. But that fear doesn't stop curiosity. Because some lives offer a glimpse of what you've secretly longed for. A happier marriage, a child you never had, a purpose that feels like home. You linger in those rooms a little longer. You start leaving notes for yourself, just to see if another you responds. And sometimes, chillingly, they do. A note tucked into a coat pocket, a dish rearranged, a mirror with a message written in steam. Stay. You realize then, you're not the only one crossing through these doors. Other yous might be drifting too. And suddenly the question changes. It's no longer just what if the doors led to other versions of your life. It's what happens if one of them decides not to leave. The implications spiral globally. If this phenomenon isn't isolated to just your home, what would that mean? Hidden enclaves where doors unlace the fabric of space itself? Would governments intervene? Would people flock to them like miracles or flee them like contagions? And if identity can slip between timelines so fluidly, how do we define accountability, love, ambition, regret? You might one day open your front door and see the world changed subtly, irrevocably, as if everyone has begun whispering between the cracks of their realities, trying to negotiate better versions of themselves. In time, you stop looking for the real life. You begin to understand that you are a kaleidoscope, not a snapshot. A symphony of choices made, unmade, remade each night as the doors shift again. The house breathes with you, the walls listen. And though no room stays the same, one truth remains. Every version of you is still you. So each night, as the clock strikes an unknowable hour, you reach for a doorknob, take a breath, and step once more into the unknown.